excuse me, to so quickly move away. My apologies. To so quickly move away from the black in Black Lives Matter as such an important mobilization of compassion, anger, resolve, is to step away from our collective responsibility as allies to engage in the sometimes uncomfortable work of change.
That's right. Tell it.
I get passionate, my voice goes. We don't need White Lives Matter. We don't need hashtag White Lives Matter. There are all sorts of things that tell us that every single day. We know that. Until Black and brown lives matter to all people, this epidemic of violence will chip away at the soul of this nation until we see ourselves in every Black man profiled and killed, in every transgender woman murdered, until we see ourselves in the faces of our brothers and our sisters. We won't be able to move authentically and powerfully towards change and solutions. But friends, we can move from tragedy to transformation. Wouldn't it be amazing if history eventually records that these tragedies were actually the catalyst for an expansion of our collective work on racial justice to continue to heal and change this nation? Wouldn't it be extraordinary if out of these tragedies a bigger and more diverse movement emerged with a clear shared vision for a world where you can be you without limits? Like people, movements change and adapt and evolve and have choices to make. So the question for our LGBTQ movement is, what will we be next? We have worked hard over the decades, from the Stonewall riots to rallies at the Supreme Court, to become a powerful and inspirational movement and a catalyst for long-lasting change. We are a movement with momentum. But of course, it has taken decades to build that momentum. And believe me, it always hasn't felt like this. And it won't always feel like this. But now that we have had some successes in some areas, we as a movement, as an LGBTQ movement, have a moral obligation to use our progress and any relative privilege we might have to build broader change, to drive broader change for LGBTQ people and their families, but to also do our part for a changed society. We have momentum now, and we can't squander it, we can't silence it, and we can't deny our responsibility to use it for greater good.